Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Johnny Lively for our Tuesday morning show sponsored by HB Neal Construction. We are still chilly this morning, not as cold as we were Sunday night getting into Monday morning 24 hours ago, but we still have some upper 30s further to the north. Coldest area right now is Burkeville. I find it very interesting. You've got Lufkin and Chester at 42 degrees, and Burkeville's over there at 33. So it's really neat seeing the temperature gradient from different areas. So we've got upper 30s, 40s down towards the coast into the 50s, thanks to our sponsor of Neutron Electrical Services. You can see again, we have warmed up really the last 24 hours, and we're going to continue seeing that warming trend. But look how much warmer we are this morning versus yesterday morning, anywhere from 10, 12 up to 15 degrees warmer than yesterday morning. And again, that warming trend definitely is going to continue. Satellite and radar, nothing exciting going on here in our region. We're going to see a little bit more clouds moving in. Other than that, it is a nice sunrise this morning. Good morning, everybody. Again, it's chilly, but not much going on in the satellite and radar, sponsored by Switch Electric. We'll have partly cloudy skies this afternoon, and that's going to allow us to have a really nice construction outdoor forecast today, sponsored by good old Modern Concrete Material. They're having a wonderful week, and really the next 5, 7, if not 10 days. Looks pretty dry and looks pretty warm. Construction and outdoor, anything sporting-wise, anything outdoor-wise, thumbs up. It looks great. With the partly cloudy skies, we're going to get into the upper 60s by the time we get into the later this morning around lunch, and then we top off into the low to mid 70s. Some areas could get into the upper 70s. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we will get partly cloudy, but still just enough sunshine to help warm us up. Wind is not going to be an issue, very similar to what we saw yesterday. 10, 12, 15 mile per hour gust at times, but other than that, nothing to like what we saw Saturday, Sunday, in majority of I guess actually it was on Sunday. So here we are looking at the Futurecast, sponsored by Do Good Credit Union. One of the biggest headlines is what's going on out towards the west. The chilliness has now moved off to the east. We're starting that warming trend. It's chilly this morning, but we're warming up this afternoon. We're definitely going to be warm tonight, especially the rest of the week into the weekend. That's thanks to what's going on out towards the west in California. You can see a large high-pressure ridge is going to be building in from the west. It's going to be warm. It's going to be dry, not only the next couple of days, but the rest of the week and into the weekend. We've got a cold front that's going to get far into our northern counties and parishes, but it's not going to push all the way through. If anything, this might help kick out some humidity for those northern counties and parishes, but temperature is still going to get close to the 90-degree mark for a good portion of our inland areas. But that's really all we're seeing the next 5 to 7 days. Far to the north is where the jet stream is, and that's where all the rain is. So in other words, we are warm and pretty dry the next 5, 7, and you could probably extend this. And this is getting into next week, so we will pretty much be anywhere from 10 to 12 degrees warmer than what we typically are this time of year. And you can see today we'll be into the low to mid 70s. Some areas might get close to the upper 70s, but tomorrow we introduce our first day of the 80s, and then we continue to be in the 80s the next 5 to 7 days. This is for really the I-10 corridor, mid-80s. We can start getting into the upper 80s, but areas like Houston, Conroe, Spring, you'll get pretty close to that 90-degree mark coming up on Friday and sticking around through the weekend. Here's our forecast or Futurecast for today, sponsored by Switch Electric. Notice we've got winds out of the south. That means the warming trend has definitely kicked off. We might start seeing some fog later, really starting tonight, but really the next 5 to 7 days with the warmer temps and the flow out of the south, we could see some patchy, possibly some dense fog. So let's put this in motion. Might see some more clouds moving in later this morning into the afternoon. Still partly cloudy skies. A lot of sunshine to help warm us up into the 70s, but we are mostly dry throughout the day and the next 5 to 7 days. So not much going on in the Futurecast. We're just seeing the flow is out of the south, and that's going to stick around the next 5 to 7 days. So not much going on our Futurecast here. Here we are looking at the afternoon. I apologize for that. Here we are looking at our afternoon highs. Will mainly be into the low to mid 70s across the region, but look at Tomball, Spring, and Conroe, likely getting into the upper 70s over there towards our west, and down towards the coast will be into the mid to upper 60s. Galveston at that 70-degree mark. Here's our overnight lows, if we can try to stay on track, sponsored by Silsby Ford. Again, slightly warmer than what we've been the last couple of nights. You can find some upper 40s further to the north, but pretty much for a good portion of the region, we're going to be into the low to mid 50s, down towards the coast into the 60s. Here we are with our Southeast Texas 7-day forecast. Not too bad, but that's my opinion, I guess. We are pretty much anywhere from 10 to 12 degrees warmer for this time of year. Temperatures getting into the 80s tomorrow, and they're going to be sticking around through the weekend and into next week. Some areas getting close to the 90-degree mark, but no rain is in the forecast. Same thing for southwest Louisiana. I wouldn't say chilly this morning, but we are chilly this morning. This is our last chilly morning, and then we really kind of warm up the next 5 to 7 days and dry. Adding in what's going on to the west, this is Katy, Conroe, and Houston, just showing that these areas will be slightly warmer than everybody else, pretty much getting close to that 80 degree, or getting close to that 90 degree mark, I should say, into the upper 80s near the 90 degree mark coming up on Friday, and that looks to stick around through the weekend and much of next week. Good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. It's free. It's in the Google and Apple Store. It's got some really cool features. If you haven't yet, please go download it. Other than that, that is it for our 7-day forecast and our Tuesday morning forecast. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you all again on Wednesday morning.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by
At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.